He said, when all goes well for you, when the dream that you had comes to pass 3 days from now, when you're restored and you're in the presence of Pharaoh, tell your king to get me out of here because my king has forgotten about me. And how many of us here feel like that? God just forgotten about you. He gave a promise years ago, but you ain't seen nothing of it. No hide, no hair of it. And all of a sudden, you trying to find a way up and out yourself. And you find someone that may be able to help you. And you're like, tell your king about me because I don't deserve to be here. God laid a big promise on my heart, but he must have forgot about me. So you tell your king. See what I'm talking about? Like, this is the danger we could run into. Joseph ain't just like us. He ain't no different. He's a man. And he don't want to be where he's at because he knows he was meant for more. And I know that you know the feeling because I got the same inside of me. I know that God has purposed us for more. I just know he has. He put eternity in the hearts of each and every one of us. And that eternity allows us to press forward. We ain't satisfied this side of heaven, so we got to continue going on. But in the dark times, when we in that pit, we don't see the light of day, right? When the promises aren't coming to pass and all we get is problem after problem, we trying to find something to hold on to. And all of a sudden, something comes by that looks good, feels good, right? And we see that we have possibly a way about it here. And we latch onto it like Joseph latched onto this cupbearer. When all goes well for you, tell your king to remember me because mine must have forgot about me. Because surely the goodness, he had better plans than this. His dreams must have been wrong. He forgot about me. Tell your king. And the irony of this is when the cupbearer got released, he forgot about Joseph. So Joseph sat there 2 more years. 2 more years of feeling forgotten. 2 more years of thinking that he is the least of these. 2 more years in a prison he wasn't deserving of being in. 2 more years of problems after the promise was given. 2 more years until Pharaoh had a dream. And then the cupbearer remembered Joseph from 2 years ago that restored him because of a dream interpretation, right? And he tells Pharaoh about him then. After 2 years, he told his king. But it wasn't Pharaoh that got him out. Joseph king, the king of kings, the one that gave the promise in the first place. He knew the time and the place that all of this was going to happen. There was no Pharaoh that would rescue Joseph. It was God himself because he had a plan from long ago. Don't you understand? He was showing Joseph early on what was already going to take place. He knew when he was going to be thrown in the well. He knew that he was going to be sold to the travelers going to Egypt. He knew that Potiphar would buy him, that he would be thrown in prison. He knew exactly where he was going to be. And he used each and every circumstance to prepare him for where he was going to rise him to. Don't you understand? In Potiphar's house, he controlled everything. Potiphar didn't have to worry about a thing. And when Potiphar threw him in prison, he found favor with the guards there, and he controlled the prison. Like he ran the show. So he went from a house to an institution, and all of a sudden, God's about to put him on deck to run a nation. So even in the problems, God was preparing this young man for the provision, for the promises that he would bring to pass in his life. So I need you to hang with God just a little bit. He knows exactly where you are. You ain't got to be running after some other king, right? You ain't some other deliverer. There is one deliverer. His name's Jesus, and he knows you. He knows where you are. He knows what you're going through, and he knows where he's got to have you. You hold on. You hold that head up. Don't be running after no other. There is one that's got your back, who's got your front, who's got you on the palms of his hands, as we'll see here in a minute. He can't forget about you, even if everyone else should. He knows where you're at and how to get you up and out.